Have you struggled to actually get your glutes to work with a donkey kick? This exercise is so wonderful to help you understand the trunk control and the hip control necessary to actually get your glutes to work. Let's go over 3 main things that you may be doing wrong that you can change and immediately feel the results. Number one is that you are not keeping your trunk still. This is the base foundation of this exercise. If we want your glutes to work, your glutes move your hip. They don't move your back. And so if we want your glutes to fire better, then we have to control the back. As you see in this video, you'll see that I don't want my back to move and sag because that makes my hip not have to work as hard. If I keep my hip moving but my trunk still, then that makes my hip really have to work. I can focus on that last 5% of the movement that my hip can do, and that really engages my glutes to help me engage it and give that extra push. But if I don't keep my trunk still with my core, then I'm gonna just move at my back and I'm not gonna be able to focus in that work, moving my hip. It'll actually make my back hurt potentially and make my back work. Now, it's not that it's bad so much. It is for me. I don't like it. My body doesn't like it. I like that stability in my trunk. Some other people that may not have had back pain in the past, they may not feel it as that bad, but it's not giving you your bang for your buck that you actually want the exercise to do. The other thing that people do, number 2, is that you try to keep your leg in line with your body. Now, yes, you want to keep it more in line than out to the side like a fire hydrant exercise, but we do want to allow your leg to kind of swing. Allow your hip to rotate a little bit. Not only does your glute max, which is the main muscle that you're targeting with this exercise, it extends your hip, brings your thigh back in relevance to your body, but it also externally rotates your femur. And so if you allow that little bit of external rotation to happen, or you allow your leg to go out to the side just a little bit, you probably will feel the muscle working better. You'll be able to segment it, keeping your trunk still, like number 1, and then also using your hip, using that glute to really get that movement to happen. Number three goes into, again, your hip movement because we want it to be your glutes. The other muscle that does extend your hip are your hamstrings, and your hamstrings can sometimes take over for your glutes. That makes it a really hard process for your brain and for you to use your glutes more. That's because your body's going to be like, and your brain's going to be like, oh, I got this. I'll just use my hamstring. But you're not actually strengthening your glutes. You're not getting the bang for your buck that you need with this exercise. And so what you'll do is you'll relax your knee a little bit. You don't have to keep your knee at 90 degrees. You're going to find that there's a comfortable position that you can keep your knee at that will make you use your glutes better. This will give you that relaxation of your hamstring. It'll still be working, but you're going to also get your glutes to fire more and better. So in recap, number 1, keep your trunk still. Make this a hip-centric movement. Number 2 is you can allow your hip, your thigh, to swing out to the side a little bit. Allow it to rotate a little bit. Don't try to keep it so tight up into the other leg. And number 3, relax your knee. You don't have to keep it at 90 degrees and have that kind of pressure in your hamstring. We want your glutes to really work in this exercise. If you like this, hit subscribe. If you've heard a tip that you want to share because it really helped you, post in the comments. And I'd love to hear also in the comments how this video helped you. Cheers, y'all.